Ladies and gentlemen, please throw your hands in the air for the greatest podcast on earth when it comes to music, sports, and culture. Disabled is Abled with your host, Eli and Fredy. So put your hands together if you are ready to get the show started. Let's go. And welcome to another episode of Disabled is Abled, where we, the disabled, show our superpowers, super strength, our knowledge of the game, our love for the sport, and how we feel about certain movies, actors, rappers, video games, life. Fredy and Eli in the building.
Yes, sir.
Let's clap that up right away.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's get right to it. How was
Well, my week was.
Let's save you because you're gonna go through.
Yeah,
all this.
My weekend was pretty litty as a young.
Pretty litty. I like that. I like that.
As we, are we millennials? No, we're Gen Z. Never mind. I was celebrating 200 nights left of being a senior.
Let's clap that up.
So,
Let's clap.
Bowling in the city, had the drinks, bowled. I'm mad because I came in second.
Okay. Okay.
But I didn't really care. I was there for drinks.
Oh, in bowling?
Yeah. And then it's been a minute. It's been a minute since the bowl. Last
Right.
time I bowled was when
2014. Yeah. 7 years.
And then Saturday we went to watch Eternals.
We'll talk about that.
Talk about that later. And then Sunday we had like a school brunch, and my friend was hosting it, so I had to go by default. But it was pretty good. It was pretty cool. So yeah. I was
Freddie
just
had a good
celebrating
weekend.
senior. Apparently it was senior weekend, but it was just like, it was just fun.
I love it.
And,
I love it.
Finals is coming up, so next week is my final.
All right. So we prepared.
Yeah. Well, not yet. I haven't started.
Okay. All right. But so far so good. Eli.
Yeah.
I've had a great week. Both of my teams won. Both of my teams got a big win.
All the big games that needed to be won.
All the teams I didn't like lost. All the teams I do like win.
Well, the Warriors lost against the Phoenix Suns.
But we beat them on Friday. That was our makeup game.
That's all he's concerned.
That's all I was concerned about. I said at best. The next two meetings we got to split. I was hoping for the win.
Y'all didn't ruin the streak. I mean, y'all did.
Yeah, we
But
did.
y'all didn't ruin the record. They still got the record.
Yeah.
Okay, but on the standings it says first seed Golden State Warriors, second seed Phoenix. That's it. That's it.
Continue.
Side note, I think we are Gen Z, but I think we act like millennials. We're very
I don't
mature
even know at this point.
And
We're very
somebody in
mature
the comment section will tell us
in our
how old
thinking.
22-year-old, 23-year-old
Right.
guys.
We are what we are.
Because I don't like Gen Z at all. They're terrible. But that's beside the point.
Okay, and we went to the movies
We went to the movies to go
for
see
Eli's
Eternal.
birthday. We clapped
Yes.
that up.
Yes.
Fine.
22.
I'm officially 22. We'll talk about the movies later. I like that.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for the meat and potatoes of NBA and NFL.
They both hit the stride
Yes.
around the same time. This final month of the NFL
Right.
is so important for
Right.
seeding. The weather gets bad.
Yeah.
You got to have a running game.
It gets gritty.
Rough, it gets gritty. So now we're going to
Yeah.
see what teams are about. And the NBA coming into Christmas
Yeah,
is the first real
because-
benchmark to
right.
go.
That's
all right,
the
somebody needs
25
to be traded.
or 35 game mark.
Yes,
And
yes.
then right after that, because
It's
from
trade
January
deadline.
to February, it's the All-Star break kind of.
Yeah, trade deadline.
Yeah.
Right, trade deadline.
And then that March to April is meat and potato. That's the real,
All right, let's get to it.
You're listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
All right, so the first game of the week, that came on a Thursday. My Cowboys went against the Saints.
Yeah. Four interceptions.
And it was a game that we had to win. I want to put that out there because of the simple fact we've been sluggish. Lost 3 out of 4 games.
Right.
Lost the Thanksgiving game
Games
against
y'all
the
shoulda
Raiders.
won.
Games
Yeah.
the Cowboys should have won. So what we needed was some a good team in front of us.
Your
to take
man
advantage
Diggs
of.
got, I believe, 9 interceptions,
9 interceptions
out of the
for
last
Diggs.
12 games.
Yes.
I think he'll get very close to that record because
Of
there's
14?
another 4 or 5 games left for y'all.
Yes. So I believe we have 4 games left. I don't think he'll get it, but I think he will be in
Close.
the running
13.
for rookie of the
13, maybe
year.
12. Right. Defensive Rookie of the Year or
And
Michael Parsons.
and he's gonna go up against his partner Parsons,
Yeah.
the Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Because this guy linebacker for the Cowboys.
But I love
is
the
I think
chemistry.
it's him, Parsons, and T.J. Watt.
Yes. And the guy from Denver, Paget, I believe his name is. He's in the running. Cowboys win that game 27-17. Dak didn't have a really, really good game, but we did get 4 turnovers.
Right.
And the 4 turnovers was the reason we closed the game out. And it was a win needed to stop the bleeding.
Right.
Because now we get 10 days to prepare for Washington. And obviously we'll talk about that.
And the next 2 out of 3 is Washington.
Right.
And I think Philly's in between that.
Right. So this becomes the telltale point of the season for the Cowboys.
Right.
Division games that you have to win.
Absolutely.
The Steelers and Ravens, very good game.
Clap it up for the Steelers, man.
Oh man, very.
And I needed that win. I was watching that like a Steelers fan all the way through. And I said, Ben, don't make a mistake.
DJ was actually productive.
Yes. And it came down to a pass at the end.
It came down to a pass
dropped.
at the end that was dropped. The Lamar gives me on and off vibes. Some days, some games he's on. He's on fire. You can't stop him. And then there's some games where he overthrows it because his accuracy is off.
Yes.
And he doesn't know what he's doing out there. And
I'm not going to take it that far. He knows what he's doing. I think they're asking too much of a quarterback who's not a pocket quarterback.
Possibly. Very possibly.
And what teams are doing is they're forcing him to be a pocket.
But now they're also getting their hands on him. He's not that slippery. He is still slippery. I'm not saying that. But they're starting to figure out how to sack him.
Got you. And that's making it twice as worse.
Right. 2 and then fake 1.
Right.
Like, I've seen the way like they fake it where like they're gonna go cover the pass.
And they come up and
so
they're disguising their coverage a little bit better, and he's a little less elusive.
And
I like to say,
I'm happy that Big Ben made an announcement that this is gonna be his final season.
Clap that! He should have did this 2 years ago.
Because
now you need a quarterback, so that means they gotta go.
Right.
Well, no, we're hearing Aaron Rodgers would love to play.
Yeah, he loves because he grew up a Pittsburgh fan. And their defense is already outstanding. Their defense is amazing.
You put a quarterback like that in a prime spot.
And in a division that's not that strong.
So we need to see how Aaron Rodgers fares. If his coach makes another mistake, like he did in the playoffs.
Mike Tomlin gonna give him the ball.
Oh yeah, you know Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin.
He's gonna be like, hey, go make that happen. So they needed a 2-point conversion to win.
Yeah, and the defense
didn't get it.
The defense did the job. Big Ben did just enough to win them that game.
Yes.
So big congrats to the Ravens, and because of that loss, we're going to the
we're going to the standings.
But because of that loss, it helped the Patriots.
So is Big Ben a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Oh
yes, he won 2 Super Bowls.
Definitely is.
He's won 2 or 3.
He's won 2. He went to 3.
He went to 3. He won 2. I think he'll make it. Yeah.
First ballot.
Yeah, I mean, because his records.
Yeah, overall,
he's
Pittsburgh has got
he's top 5. Yeah, he's definitely top 5 in like the touchdowns.
Quarterback rating.
Yeah, he'll make first ballot.
That's bad.
The Chiefs are starting to roll. They beat the Broncos 22-9.
That pick 6 was huge.
Yes, big pick 6 in this game, which kind of put Teddy Bridgewater on ice and the Broncos.
Teddy Bridgewater got in the red zone twice.
Yeah,
but only got away with a field goal the first red zone, and they threw a pick 6
in the second one.
Second one.
And Mahomes didn't have
that's the second game with no touchdowns.
Second game,
no interceptions, but no touchdowns.
But what it's telling me is you have to find what games to win ugly.
Right.
All of that superhero stuff doesn't always work.
Right.
The bottom line is they're winning games. So they're gonna be something to deal with down there. I feel
like they're gonna be like a silent horse.
I think this last month, if they go 3-1 or 4-4,
yeah, they're gonna be like a dark horse team.
They're gonna be somebody to mess with.
They're just people gonna forget teams.
All I know is they better hope to get the number 1 spot.
Because
they still have a shot.
Dude, I think we'll talk. I think they can go into New England and
Whoa. Don't do that. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know right now. That little 22-point game that they had ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna also let you know. I'm talking like Denzel Washington a little bit. I'm gonna also let you know in the last 7 games we've only given up 10 points, and last night it would have been 3. Last night it would have been 3 if Harry would have just caught the freaking ball off the punt.
Yeah. Whatever.
So don't, cause I'm gonna let you know right now. Again, I'm repeating my words.
Who's the quarterback?
Patrick Mahomes.
And who's the quarterback for the Patriots?
Mac Jones.
And how long he been in the league?
1 year.
Okay. There you go. In the playoffs.
But also, you forget. See, you like to use that tactic, but then you forget defense is a part to play in it.
I understand.
And who's a smarter coach?
Tell me
Bill Belichick or Andy Reid?
Tell me who your quarterback
I'm going to tell you who the coach is. I'm going to tell you who the coach is. It's Bill Belichick and Andy Reid. Who would you bet your money on?
Andy Reid has beaten Bill Belichick a few times. Beat him, yeah, he beat him before.
He hasn't beaten him when it counted the most.
Well, he has beaten him.
He's beaten him in the regular season.
We'll see. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
No, because now it's my turn to play this game.
Well,
Now it's my turn to play this game. Okay, so Monday night, we go into Buffalo. You pick the Bills. Wrong choice. Okay. It was 14-10, guys. We beat them by 4. Like I was saying, I was watching this game from beginning to end. I know that I needed Baltimore to lose Sunday night. They did that. Baltimore lost. Great. Now, game starts off. It's very cold. It's very windy. It's very snowy a little bit. It's slushy. We ran the ball 45 times. I was bugging out the first half of the game because I was like, why are we running it 45 times? Mm-hmm. And I was like, does Bill not trust Mac Jones? And then I was like, no, it's the weather element. He doesn't have that Tom Brady element where Tom Brady can go into any cold and throw that football.
Okay.
Right? And like I was saying, if there wasn't a big mistake by Henry, my wide receiver / special teams wide receiver, we would have only held them to 3 points. So great job by my defense.
Let's clap that up.
In 6 red zone moments, they only scored 1 touchdown, and that was pretty much it.
Okay, here's the deal.
I don't expect eventually, if it's gonna be in New England, I do expect Mac Jones to throw that football. Okay. If the home court is in New England. Okay. Now we have to go somewhere else where it's cold and windy, and that's different possibility.
I thought it was a great game plan. Yeah, by Belichick. He was a master. But let's not act like Buffalo didn't have their chances to win. He did. Yeah. So if they make 1 or 2 passes, then
there was 2 throws where
Josh only need 1 throw.
Right. One throw. And there was really 2 because I like the out route to Diggs because he overthrew that one. But that one to me was because of the wind. Right. I'll be fair with that.
And usually when you kick it, when they were practicing, they knew that the ball was drifting right. Right. So they should have put the ball on the left hashtag so when it drifted. And for some reason they didn't. That's a bad coaching move.
And the 30-yard bomb to Diggs on the fade, it hit him in his arm. Right. And dropped it.
Right. So we have a couple opportunities in which if Buffalo, and let's face it, you had 1 big run.
Yeah, that pretty much sealed the game.
Right. So this came down to opportunities.
It came down more to strategy.
Strategy.
It comes down to strategy. They're going to win 19.
Yeah.
But still, we're not going to act like Buffalo didn't have their chances. It's sort of like Buffalo missed 3 free throws out of 4 opportunities.
Right.
And if that's going to happen, you're going to lose ball.
But I also, now you got to play on my turf. Let's see how they adjust to that. Okay. Which is in a couple weeks, so we're not worried.
We'll see how
I'm not stressing that.
You're listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
So let's get into the predictions.
My bad.
Week 14.
Okay. Your favorite team, the Saints, going to the Jets.
Give me the Jets at home.
Jets at home? I'm going to take the Saints.
Yo, what is Zach? What's his name? Zach
Wilson.
What are you doing?
Well, he actually played a better game last week. They lost 33-18. Yeah. But he played, because remember, most rookies are not going to be put in position to win a lot of ball games anyway. Right. So let's not let the record of the Jets throw off the fact that the kid can play the game. It's just that Mac Jones has been put in an excellent
system.
system.
Yeah. Which is why it looks like it's a gap between.
Absolutely.
Because Trey Lance doesn't even see the field.
Right.
Steelers versus Vikings. I'm gonna take the Steelers. They came off a big win against the Ravens. I'm gonna take the Steelers again.
Minnesota's a tough place to play.
I kind of want to root for the Steelers now, just because it's Big Ben's last.
Yeah, give me Minnesota. Minnesota's a very tough place to play. They've lost a tough game or two down the stretch. Right. So I'll take them.
Cowboys, Washington football team.
In Washington, I'm gonna take
Cowboys.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys. Got to do that.
You taking Washington?
Yeah, they hot.
Yeah.
They're hot. It's their home court. The Cowboys gotta go to Washington.
Right.
Travel,
Yeah.
Jaguars, Titans. Sorry, Jaguars, Titans. Titans are coming off a bye. I'm gonna take the Titans.
I'll take the Titans in that one.
Seahawks, Texans. I want Deshaun Watson to play so bad right now, but
he hasn't played a game, right?
No, he's been out the whole season because of his issues.
Yeah.
But
they won.
They did beat the 49ers.
Yeah, Adrian Peterson tied someone for the touchdown as a running back. Running back.
Oh, that's right. He's on Seattle now.
Yeah.
I'll take Seattle in that game.
I
don't think they have nothing to play for, really.
Yeah.
They're just playing to play at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Seattle. Is this Russell Wilson's last year?
It's his last year in Seattle, I think. I think he goes to the Jets or the Giants.
Wow.
Helps his wife with her singing
she wants
career.
to be in
She gets back into New York.
Yeah.
With all the hustle and bustle.
I'll take
LA. Oh, San Fran. I don't know. Like I can see that.
LA ain't gonna work because they got two great quarterbacks.
Right.
With Justin Herbert and Matthew Stafford.
Right, and then San Francisco got that rookie.
Trey.
Yeah.
So but I'm saying, if they're in the pool, people
right
want to trade.
Raiders, Chiefs. Chiefs have to win that if they want to stay alive.
That's gonna be a tough game
in Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chiefs in a close one. They have to win this game because they have to keep pace with what everybody else is doing.
Right.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Ravens, Browns. I'm going to take
Falcons.
Oh, I'm sorry. Falcons, Panthers. I don't care about this game, so.
Panthers.
Hey, give me the Panthers. Yeah.
I'll take the Falcons just because.
Cam is basically paying for a new contract, so I guess the Panthers.
No, Cam is done.
Yeah, Cam is done.
I don't.
That's what I'm saying. He's paying for a new contract.
No, he's
injured. No.
He's injured.
No, I don't.
Oh, he's injured.
No, I think he got benched or something.
No, he got benched. But
so
he's
not.
But he's
so
not
playing for no
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You get benched.
Yeah, you're done. Yeah, exactly. Ravens, Browns. Take your pick. I'm gonna take the Ravens because the Ravens have to win this.
I don't know, bro. These two.
This is a divisional rivalry.
Yeah.
You give me the Ravens. They have to win to kind of stay relevant.
Yeah. The Browns are on the downhill.
Yeah.
So, Ravens.
Giants, Chargers.
Chargers. I'm definitely going to take the Chargers.
Got a big one against the Bengals. That was huge. Mm-hmm. Lions, Broncos. I'm taking the Lions. Lions won. Congratulations to the Lions.
Up in Denver. Lions got their one win.
Lions got the one win.
That's it. I'm going to take them.
They play tough.
No,
they play tough. All right, we'll see. Bills, Buccaneers. Make me happy. Win this game.
I want the Bills. Let me go with the Bills.
I'm going to take the Bills.
Why y'all such haters?
No.
Why y'all such haters on this side of town?
I think the Bills can beat them.
I generally think the Bills can beat the Bucs.
I do.
Y'all some haters, bro.
No, I'm serious.
Nah, y'all some haters.
Bills is a good team. Weather's going to be great.
I'm taking a go. He's a go for the reason I think.
This is a test for the Bills. If the Bills could beat,
Yeah, then they stay afloat, and then we
take them serious.
But I'm gonna need the Bucs to handle.
Well, I like it.
I'm gonna need the Bucs to handle their business and handle the Bills. 49ers, Bengals. I'm gonna take the Bengals. Bengals need to win this game.
I'll take the Bengals in that game too.
Yeah, they right.
After that big win they had.
Sunday night, Bears going into Lambeau. I'm taking the Packers.
Ooh, yeah, I'll take the Packers.
Bears, I don't know what's up with them.
They're working it out.
And Rams versus Cardinals. I need the Rams to win this because I
The
want the
Rams
Packers to have the number one seat in the NFC.
I'm going to take the Cardinals. They got their quarterback back.
I'm going to take the Rams.
I'll take the Cardinals.
Odell's been hot. He caught 2 touchdowns. Clap that up for Odell.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He caught 2 touchdowns, on his team.
Listen, I don't take the Cardinals seriously at all, and I want Green Bay to have home court advantage throughout the playoffs. So I need the Rams to lose.
I got the Cardinals in that one, and there you go.
You're listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
NBA action. Warriors and Suns have put on a great show this week.
Yes, they
Let's
have.
clap that up. We saw Phoenix go into Phoenix at home without Devin Booker
for the second half.
For the second half of the game, show that they are worthy to be here.
Yeah, we had too many turnovers.
Steph Curry had his worst game.
So that explained why we lost that Tuesday.
Right. And
also too, I hate the media because they started going crazy like we was 0-36 of the season.
But they gotta sell papers or whatever the case may be. I thought Ayton played well in that game.
Yeah, their centers are a problem.
And the point guard, Chris Paul, really played well. Then Detroit had another game, and then they came into your building on a back-to-back. Keep that in mind. And you guys slaughtered them. On the next night.
You gotta play who you gotta play.
And Mikal Bridges was out for a little while, and they're still playing.
Yeah, I'm glad he's not hurt because I thought he broke his hand when I originally saw it.
But great basketball. We do think these two teams will be the 1 and 2.
But
in the Western.
Ironically, it balanced out because the next night after that Friday night we had San Antonio and we lost.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's the way the back-to-back
balanced out.
So it all balanced out. Both of them have the same record now.
Right.
We give the edge.
We don't play each other again until Christmas.
That's going to be an excellent Christmas game.
I expect Klay Thompson to be back either the Kings game or the Memphis game.
Right.
Those are the two home games before we had to go to Phoenix before Christmas. So
yeah, and one of the questions we're asking is this the end for LeBron James and the Lakers? His run with the Lakers? I think the dissension is here now. You know how a plane just don't land. Yeah. It's a dissension.
Turbulence, yeah.
It comes in, and I think he's starting to descend. Yeah. Where by the end of the year, he may always put numbers up, but I don't think they'll be effective.
They're not like impactful.
Right. I think he's been able to cheat Father Time for a long time.
Yeah, him and Tom Brady.
But his injuries over the last since he's been a Laker have.
He's had 71 injuries.
71 missed games.
71 missed games in the last 4 seasons. He's only had that amount his whole career.
Yeah.
Prior.
Yeah.
The going is kind of hard to,
And you need time. And even when he's jumping now, he's not explosive as he should be.
Side note, Steph Curry is 16 threes away from
16 threes away from breaking that record.
I think it's going to be against Philly because I think he's going to drop 8 tomorrow.
He's not dropping 8 threes. Come on.
He drops 8 threes at pace.
He's not dropping 8 threes. Calm down.
Like 4.
Maybe 4. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, bug. Have y'all not been watching?
We've been watching. It's been an aberration. You don't just drop 8 threes every game.
Okay.
He's probably going to take the 8 threes now.
Yeah, he's going to take more than 8.
Okay, so therefore, if he takes 16, you don't think he can make 8 to 7?
No.
Y'all a bunch of haters. Oh, why y'all hating?
Your math.
Dude, the math makes sense. He's been making. First of all, he takes about 20 threes a night, and he makes at least 7 to 8 threes a night. It's only 3 games.
What are they playing?
They're playing in Portland.
He's not gonna do it.
He's not gonna do it. You think game gonna have him shooting?
First of all, CJ ain't playing that game.
Okay.
And Dame wants to get out of Portland, which I don't know why he's been asking. Dame, why have you been asking for contract extensions when you know you don't want to be in Portland?
No, I don't think he's asking for the contract extension. I don't think he's gonna sign it. If he don't sign it, then they're gonna look to move him.
Okay. Well, I expect.
I heard he wants Ben Simmons. I don't know shit.
That's not.
I expect Curry to break it Saturday night against Philly because I expect him to drop 8 threes in both of those games.
Oh, now you really bugging.
Yeah.
It's only 16 threes.
You bugging.
It's only 16 threes.
You got that behind the gun.
So okay, so what game? So what game do y'all expect?
It's gonna take him at least 4 games.
Yes, bro.
Who y'all playing the 4th game?
The Knicks.
He probably gonna break
do it in New
He
York.
probably gonna break it in New York on Christmas.
Yeah, he'll do it in New York.
You said Christmas.
No, not Christmas, because that's a long way off.
Yeah, dude, that's way.
That's like 12,
how many?
13
How many
games.
do you not expect
It's
him
like
to
at
not
least
make?
6 games. No, Christmas. I mean, like the Knicks.
The Knicks.
Okay, I say Philly. They say the Knicks, so they're a bunch of haters. Y'all say in the comments who wins that debate.
Anyway, Lakers gonna have to make some kind of move.
Why do you always have to do that? Because it doesn't. It's not gonna matter though.
Listen, the only
No,
reason
I don't.
matter.
No, it doesn't, dude. I'm letting you know
Yes,
it's not gonna
will.
matter. It's not
Dude,
gonna matter.
dude,
Y'all
yes.
always do that
Yes.
every time something goes wrong. And y'all not in the West.
Listen.
And the West. Do you know the West don't make no moves? They just play basketball and win games against y'all.
They're gonna make a move.
Oh my god,
See, they're gonna be a coaching move,
bro.
and they're gonna
Y'all
put some.
act.
They're gonna put a package together. You might see Dame Lillard there.
In fact,
Trust me, they're gonna make a move.
Rob Pelinka on the phone right
It's
now.
amazing. I don't understand how your brain
Rob
works.
Pelinka on the phone right
It's
now.
amazing how you just you wake up one day acting like a brand new person.
Listen,
Like,
listen.
LeBron won't have it any other way. This is his.
but
last
it's
year.
eventually you're gonna have to just deal with the roster that you have.
No, that's never been
That's
the
what the
case
trade.
with LeBron.
That's what the trade deadline is for. Has
I
LeBron ever
understand
win a
that.
whole season without trading anybody?
You can do that in the East because he was the king
Even
of the
in the
East.
West,
No.
You can't do that.
Go this first year in the West.
First year in the West, yeah.
They traded on him. They traded Harton on him. Got him out of there.
Okay, yeah.
Second year.
Well, no, first year y'all kept those players because y'all couldn't do that because remember, Pelicans wasn't doing that. So and he already had his injury, so y'all kept that whole roster.
Because he was injured, they didn't make a move.
Right.
Second year, you got Anthony Davis. You won the title.
Absolutely.
Third year,
I understood that.
They
That
trade
makes
everybody.
sense.
right.
Bring in Russell.
This year,
Bring in Russell.
Y'all got Melo, y'all got Russell, you got Trevor Ariza.
and it's
You
not
have okay, now
It's not working.
okay.
LeBron has never played a full season. His
It's the
job
same
as
Right,
the real GM,
this entire four.
his job as the real GM is to assess what he needs.
Even
Okay,
in the
so
Heat,
so
even the
so
Heat,
with
they
the
never
with the
played
bump
them.
piece, now they're bummed to you. With the bump
I didn't
pieces,
say they was bums.
Nah, bro.
They just the pieces
not
just not fitting.
flowing.
properly.
So
They're
okay,
not flowing.
how many trades do y'all make and who do y'all get?
I don't know who we get per se,
What
Oh,
type
now-
of player
now
would
you
you
don't
want?
want
But
to.
Nah,
I
it's a better
do-
player. What type of player do we need?
right? I do say Marcus Smart is on the market.
Yes.
That he is.
And we can use that kind of defense.
You know who we
We're
missing?
lacking defense.
Caruso, bro. If we
Yeah,
had Caruso,
y'all should have re-signed
Yeah,
him.
we shoulda signed
We all agree on that.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a terrible move.
Because he's
Listen,
killing
listen,
it for
the
Chicago.
only reason why we in trouble, and I agree, like I think this 100%, is because Davis is not playing the way Davis is supposed to be playing.
That's true.
If
Davis,
Davis would be dropping 29 right now,
And 15 rebounds. Yes.
yeah,
He
Davis
would
only does
hide-
that like
he
every
would-
6
it would
games.
hide LeBron being that LeBron little
Yes,
decline.
and
Right.
a little perimeter defense, like Marcus Smart defending the three out there.
Right, and to Freddie's
Because our
credit,
defense was number 1. Now we're number 14.
That
Right.
makes no sense.
Yeah.
With
to
Frank
to
Vogel,
and to Freddie's credit, if Russell was playing like Russell Westbrook from OKC,
Right.
wouldn't be that
yeah,
bad.
even if Russell was playing like he played in Houston,
It'd be better
he'd
than
be
this.
better.
Right. Now, the Bucks are 11-0 when their big three plays.
They won 9 out of the last 10 games.
Yep, and when all three of their Drew
Yeah,
Holiday,
they got a
Middleton,
good gel chemistry.
Right.
Because remember, Middleton didn't play the first 20 games of
right,
the season.
and Drew Holiday was out too for a number of games.
Mhm.
So look out for them. Brooklyn needs to trade Kyrie Irving
Yes, they
so
do.
that they can get themselves solidified for their playoff run, and they'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, but there's
so.
certain
But they
teams-
got to get a certain
But there's
asset.
certain teams that they just can't beat.
Just 'cause of James.
Yeah,
No.
and yeah.
No, if they bring in Ben Simmons,
Oh no, yes.
then they'll be fine.
But
Or
you
somebody
wanna
of
do
that caliber.
I think they should.
Philly needs scoring.
I think they should go.
Kyrie Irving with Joel Embiid, who just dropped 47 the other night.
Mhm.
Yeah, they would kill.
I think they should go for Dame
If
Dollar,
I'm
but
Philly,
that's
I'm
me.
going with. I'd rather have a player like CJ.
McCollum.
He's second tier. He's third tier.
Yeah, I know that.
Kyrie Irving is gonna bring back another first tier player.
Yeah, I know that. But I'm saying Kyrie not gonna play for y'all.
No, he will, because he can play.
No, yeah, he can play in Philly.
He can
just
play
can't
in any other city but New York
He-
and LA.
Right.
Never mind.
So he can play.
And he can play in New York and LA as a visitor.
As a visitor.
right?
Yeah. So Portland needs to trade Dame Lillard. We all just got finished saying
Yeah,
that.
but I think it should be for Kyrie Irving. You think it should be for Ben Simmons?
Kyrie Irving is you're trading the same player for the same player. No, Brooklyn would benefit from his scoring, sure.
Right.
And you know, Kyrie would be dumped in Portland, and that'd be that. The Joker passes Larry Bird in triple doubles, man.
Yeah. And it was Larry Bird's birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
Or today.
Today's his birthday.
Hey, you ever get triple doubles like that?
Yeah. Who do we have?
Because he's a great passer, and the rebounds just come.
Yeah. Who do we have for the MVP race right now?
It right now, Giannis went up a little bit because
I think it's still Steph Curry,
but it's
Kevin Durant,
still Steph Curry, Kevin Durant,
and maybe Giannis coming in.
Giannis and Chris Paul.
Yeah.
I'll throw Chris
I
Paul
gotta
in.
throw Chris Paul in there. Absolutely.
Oh, and Paul George.
And Paul George.
Those are my top
You're
five.
listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
It's official. We have the lockout. We were just here last Tuesday. We called this, and we were wondering why the Yankees and them weren't making any kind of moves.
Right.
Where the Mets decided, let's get what we can because we know we won't be able to negotiate. So let's get out in front of everybody, make our moves,
Absolutely.
and we'll see how that pans out. Each team, the owners and the players are going to have to give something to make this work. And I do think because the lockout is in the off season, I do think we'll have baseball when the season.
Yeah, I think
if it does delay, we're gonna start in
they said
a month later.
Right, not a big,
right, because they said that the pressure doesn't really start until January or February.
Got you.
Because that's when
March is spring training.
Right, spring training, pitchers and catchers.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
And like you said, it might just start a month later.
Yeah. Very, very sad news. Nick Cannon's 5-month-old son Zen dies from a brain tumor. So we want to send our deepest condolences. That was today. Yeah. He made the announcement. This is, I think, his newest baby that was born. And a lot of times when babies is born, as you guys know, if the baby is premature, I don't know.
Right.
The baby doesn't develop everything it needs.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's getting everything in order. And unfortunately, a situation has arrived where, the baby didn't make it. Right. So we want to send our deepest condolences to Nick Cannon, the mother of his baby. Yeah. And yes.
Yeah, 5 months is like, because 6 is like a cutoff. 5 is like.
Yeah, we like to do it in 6, a year, 18 months, and in terms of the baby's growth.
Right.
And unfortunately, Drake removes his name from the Grammy nominations. Are we?
I don't know why.
No, not surprised.
We're not surprised.
Why are you two not surprised? Because I kind of
first of all, he's going to lose. That's why he withdrew his name. Probably.
CLB is not, in terms of numbers, yes, but in terms of actual quality of work, it's just average.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good album and nothing groundbreaking.
Yeah, so
I think Kanye will beat him in.
Based off the reception.
And what's his name?
Tyler the Creator.
Tyler Creator might beat both of them.
Yeah.
In terms of creative
reception, by people,
right.
I feel like he didn't feel like there was no impact.
Okay, so if this was a people's vote, not if this wasn't a board vote and this was a people's vote, then he probably would stuck it, like let it stay.
Maybe. I enjoyed it. I thought it was one of his better.
No, because that's what I'm saying. Because a lot of people don't like Donda.
Yeah, but a lot of people do.
A lot of people do.
Yeah,
no,
a lot of people
don't.
do. Yes. That Donda album is.
It grew on people.
People's top 3 albums of the year. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And because it was artistically, it's better.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we do know that sonically, it's even better.
Right.
I think Drake rapped better and had more.
But I always
more sit back in the car. Groove joints.
Right. 40 didn't put his touch on it as much because I don't know whether the sickness is
yeah.
Right. We don't know that to be a
fact.
Right. But I know for a fact, based on the producers that are on CLB, I know 40 didn't. He probably messed around with the track list,
but he didn't do the main stuff, heavy lifting.
Exactly.
But I always, because like when you looked at the popularity of it.
Oh well.
Because remember at the time,
for regular people who just want to party and have a good time,
they're gonna pick the Drake.
They're gonna pick the Drake album.
You're talking just Grammy.
But just Grammys, artists, this, that.
Yeah.
The U.S. made a new law that no more bots for expensive gadgets. Has cut that up because these bots are out of control. You can't get tickets to a concert. You can't get sneakers. You can't get PlayStation.
They're probably the reason why. Before they made that law, remember Spider-Man was sold out in like 24 hours.
Absolutely.
Like,
they're buying those tickets.
It's not that, dude. It's first of all, it's not that many people. I mean, there is that many people in the world, But ain't that many
Right.
movie theaters for you to be sold out
but
that
listen,
quickly.
It's because they're not putting Spider-Man on HBO and all these places. They punish only movie theaters until they put it on Disney.
Sure.
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
But I'm just happy because I can get my PS5 now. I gotta wait a
Yeah,
while.
and the shoes, I actually get some shoes.
Yeah, it helps us all. Travis Scott wants the Astro World lawsuit dropped. Obviously,
That's not gonna happen.
That's not going to happen. Too many people were killed, injured, maimed, and traumatized by such an event.
He might have to never do that festival again.
He might settle. Like settling.
Yeah, he's gonna have to settle.
Yeah.
Settling is gonna be the.
He's gonna have to do some settling.
Or if he's gonna have to do the Astro World, he's gonna have to do that check in with the audience now. Like how artists are doing that, where they're checking in.
What's going on?
They'll stop the whole.
Yeah, how's everybody doing?
Right.
Yeah. And let's get to this Eternals movie. Me and Eli saw Friday. Freddie saw it Saturday. Well, Freddie saw some of it.
Yeah.
Before he went to sleep.
When I took my head multiple positions.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. And I'm not one to sleep in the movie because I pay my hard-earned money.
Yeah.
I'm physically going to the movies. Like I love going to the movies.
Right.
So I'm prepared to sit there.
Right.
Eat my little candy. Eat my popcorn if I get some. I'm ready. Especially if I know what I'm buying, because I'm really selective when I go to movie theaters for certain movies. Like I went to James Bond. This year been in the movie theaters the most. Right. I always go when Fast and Furious comes out. It's just tradition.
Right.
James
Bond was nice.
I watched Sopranos, Venom. Like I watched, movies that are coming back. So I miss it. So anyways, Eternals. It's just the storyline doesn't really make sense from when you come to meet the humans. I feel like it's the wrong timeline, and on top of that, they skip certain civilizations that I know, based off of the history junkie that I am, have had big fights. They skip all that. The way they go to present day, and then
they kept going back and forth.
Nothing happens in present day.
Right, but them just traveling.
Yeah, nothing really happens present day, and then time was just passing, and the movie wasn't ending.
Yeah, it was kind of long.
It was really long.
For no reason. And the action scenes were kind of and the deviants kept scaring me.
The
deviants kept scaring me because they kept coming out of nowhere. I was not expecting a deviant coming when they're having a casual conversation. Right. Why is there a deviant coming out? They're just talking. It doesn't make no sense.
Okay.
And then they just keep fighting it, and it's just not dying. So I'm like, bro, this is
And then the way the last scene ended, you expected more action.
Yeah, how do you just freeze the thing in the middle? So what is it, clouds now?
Yeah.
Right.
It just doesn't make sense. They didn't fight it. It was just dumb.
It was very long, but I know opening movies like that.
Yeah, when they tell a first story,
and because there was so many actors in it, because you usually don't have 12 superheroes in one big scene in one big movie unless it's for a team up.
Well, the event that was that movie.
The Avengers or just Endgame or Justice League. You don't usually have that many superstars. I mean, superheroes unless it's a major team up in a first opening of a movie. And unless you don't know who the actors are, honestly, I know who the actors were, so I didn't feel like their acting was that bad.
I didn't even know. I mean, the acting was they did their job.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
storyline.
Right.
Connecting it to the storyline just didn't make sense.
Yeah, and
then when they made the rings, I'm like, okay, the rings. I got excited when I saw the rings because I've seen the rings in multiple movies.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi. It was in Venom, Doctor Strange. It didn't jump or explain where
I will admit.
Show the rings. It didn't correlate to other movies. It didn't correlate to Doctor Strange. It didn't correlate because Doctor Strange comes out in May. It didn't correlate to that. It didn't correlate to Shang-Chi at all.
Yeah. It's on there. I will admit that one flaw is Thanos is a deviant, so they should have chimed in on that.
Yeah,
because he's like a cousin, he's like a relative of that.
Yeah, okay.
And they kind of
poses the question whether or not Thanos was good for society because the less people there are, that means there's no celestial.
Right. And I will admit the back and forth was annoying. I will admit the back and forth was annoying because most of the film was really in its past, and in the present, you just kept coming back just to see them travel.
Right.
Like in
They
cars
kept going to places.
or
I'm like,
planes.
bro, why are you taking a car if I know you can fly?
So give me a rating, 1 to 5.
5. No, well, I thought you meant like out of 10.
Yeah, out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll say
nice.
6, just because I know a little bit of the background, so I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, like if I didn't know some of the background, I would have been so confused.
Gotcha.
But even you, like you know more than me, it just still didn't make sense.
Right.
So where can we be reached, guys?
We can be reached on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, all at Disabled Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification to notify when we upload. And we love you guys.
And we will see you next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, please throw your hands in the air for the greatest podcast on earth when it comes to music, sports, and culture. Disabled is Able with your host, Eli and Fredy. So put your hands